Bonjour, bonjour à tous et à toutes. Good day, everybody. I hope you are doing great. I'm so happy to join you once again. As I promised, this is going to be an online lecture that I'm going to have with you. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, we've not met. My name is RB Ochre, Richard Bafo Ochre, or you can call me Rick Ochre for short. For those of you joining me for the very first time, I demand that you participate in everything that we do because this is a language. What we are learning is a language, and for that matter, you need to be able to practice what you are being taught in order to be able to really learn to speak the language. I believe all of you are interested in speaking the language, and I've been employed and I've been engaged to help you do just that. And so I hope that you put in your very best, and then you give me the opportunity to help you achieve what you want to achieve with this course. So without wasting much time, I will switch a bit to French, but what I will do most of the time is try to mingle the two languages, but I will speak French more, and I'll try as much as possible to speak French that you understand so that you can follow along with me. All right, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to also permit you to see exactly what I'm teaching so that you can follow along the way. All right. So let me share my screen. All right. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I hope that you will see my screen soon. I hope you see my screen soon. All right. Okay. So if you're able to see my screen, you would have copies of this book in our next meeting. I'll bring copies of this book to the class so that you can follow through. But what we want to focus on, ce que nous voulons focaliser, ce que nous voulons faire aujourd'hui, ce que nous voulons voir aujourd'hui est unité 3. OK? Unité 3. Allô. C'est de la part de qui? Allô. C'est de la part de qui? It's a telephone conversation. So we are going to look at how we can make effective phone calls in French. So the objective of this class is to be able to, this particular class, be able to make and receive calls in French, make simple conversations or simple phone calls in French, receive simple phone calls in French. And I hope that at the end of this course, or at the end of this particular class, you'll be able to make a call in French, call your friends, you can receive call from your friends, and so on and so forth. Yes. If you are having a hard time hearing me, forgive me. I have a cold, so I hope that you can hear me clearly. That is why I'm using a mic so that you can get to hear me clearly. I have a cold, but I'm trusting my best to make sure that you get the best out of this class. All right. So these are the things that we are going to do. Vous allez apprendre, okay? Vous allez apprendre means you are going to learn, okay? Aller, vous is you. Aller, going to transform the verb aller, to go, okay? And apprendre here is to learn, okay? To learn. So when I say vous allez apprendre à, so you are going to learn to. A is to, okay? So now let's go. The first thing you'll be learning is that vous allez utiliser les expressions usuelles au téléphone. You are going to learn how to use usual expressions when making phone calls. You're going to learn how to use usual expressions when making phone calls, all right? And vous allez aussi savoir compter jusqu'à 99. So you are going to also learn how to count from 1 to 99. So these are the objectives of the class. So this particular class, we are going to learn how to count from 1 to 99, study I'll make it from 1 to 100, okay? So you're going to learn how to count from 1 to 100, okay? And you're going to also learn how to use usual expressions when making a phone call. All right. Also, you are going to learn how to utiliser les expressions de politesse dans le mail et dans les invitations. So you are going to also use polite expressions, how to use polite expressions in writing, invitational emails, and so on and so forth. So you're also going to look at how to ask somebody, demander à quelqu'un, okay, demander à quelqu'un de faire quelque chose, c'est-à-dire demander à un ami de faire quelque chose. You're going to find out how you can ask a friend to do something for you, okay? So again, the last objective is that we are going to exprimer une obligation personnelle. Nous allons exprimer une obligation personnelle, c'est-à-dire we are going to express a personal obligation, okay? We are going to express a personal obligation. So, voilà tous les objectifs du cours et j'espère que vous allez me suivre de près pour me permettre à vous aider à comprendre le cours. Si vous avez des questions à me poser, n'hésitez pas. If you have any questions to ask, do not hesitate in asking me. You can leave your comments in the description below, or when I come to class, we can have a face-to-face question and answer time, which I believe will help you understand it better. All right, so let's look at the grammatical aspect. So with the grammatical aspect, nous allons utiliser les pronoms personnels. The pronoun personnel here are what we call the personal pronouns. Okay, so the personal pronouns, we have the je, tu, the il, the elle, the nous, the vous, and the il or elle au pluriel. Okay, so those are the personal pronouns in French. The personal pronouns, pronoms personnels. Voici les pronoms personnels en français, le je, le tu, le il, le elle, le vous, le nous, et puis le il au pluriel. Donc, nous allons voir en détail de quoi sert le pronom personnel, d'accord? L'expression de cause, ok? Comment utiliser le parce que, ok? Comment poser une question et répondre avec parce que, ok? Nous allons aussi voir la préposition à pour désigner le lieu et le personne. La préposition à pour désigner le lieu et le personne. Ensuite, nous allons voir les indicateurs du temps. OK, les indicateurs du temps. Et après, nous allons voir deux verbes clés qui seront utiles dans le cours, c'est-à-dire le verbe pouvoir et le verbe devoir. Ce sont deux verbes très importants relatifs à ces cours et j'espère que vous allez savoir conjuguer ces deux verbes et savoir les utiliser. C'est très important de savoir utiliser ces deux verbes parce que ça va vous aider à comprendre davantage. It's going to help you to know more about the lesson. OK? Ensuite, au côté grammatical, côté grammatical, nous allons aussi voir la conjugation des verbes en IR, ou le verbe qui termine en IR ou le verbe qui termine en DRE. D'accord? Très bien. À la fin de ce cours, vous devez être capable de vous débrouiller avec, avec, le téléphone, avec un appel téléphonique. C'est-à-dire, you should be able to manage in making phone calls. So my objective with this particular class is to help you make a phone call to a friend and help you receive a phone call from a friend. And also to help you to invite a friend and then also help you write simple emails to a friend. So these are my three objectives. I've listed a lot of objectives out there, but the main objective for this particular lesson is to be able to help you make simple phone calls, help you receive simple phone calls, help you make invitation to friends, and then help you to rédiger un mail simple, c'est-à-dire help you to write simple emails, all right? So let's go on. Now with the objectives known, let us dig into it and then find out what is in the test, all right? So, à ce stade, à ce niveau, nous allons lire un test, un dialogue qui va mettre en jeu tous les éléments que nous voulons apprendre. So at this stage, we are going to read a test that will try to involve every detail, every element that we want to break down in this lesson. So listen to me carefully as I read the test, and I hope that you would follow as I read. All right. Donc, so, ce test est entre deux personnes, Patricia et puis Lucy. So the test, as I said, is a dialogue, c'est un dialogue, et c'est entre deux personnes, Patricia et puis Lucy. All right. Donc, I'm going to imitate the two voices so that you can get the reading because I'm alone here. So let's go. Patricia, c'est Patricia qui parle. Patricia that's speaking. Hello, Lucy. And you have to know that they are talking on the phone. Okay, la conversation est téléphonique. D'accord? Et puis Lucy répond oui. Salut, c'est Patricia Bona. Hein? Et Patricia, quelle surprise! Tu vas bien? Et puis Patricia dit oui, ça va bien. Je te téléphone parce que je suis à Nantes lundi et mardi. Super! Mais, excusez-moi, je suis au bureau. Je te rappelle ce soir. D'accord. Mon numéro est le 06 54 33 27 49. Très bien. Alors, à ce soir. Bonne journée. Voilà. This is a very short test, but it involves a lot of elements that we need to break down and study. All right. So now let's take it slowly, the test again. I'm going to take it slowly this time in my reading. And then I hope that you read along with me. Please make sure you read along with me because it will help you master your reading. All right. So I'm going to go slow in a more slow manner, but just for you to learn how to pronounce the words and learn how to get it, learn how to say it on your own. All right. So, allô, Lucy. Oui. Salut. C'est Patricia Bonnard. Patricia. Quelle surprise. Tu vas bien? Oui, je vais bien. Ça va bien. Je téléphone parce que je suis à Nantes lundi et mardi. Super. Mais excusez-moi, je suis au bureau. Je te rappelle ce soir. Alors, mon numéro est le 06 54 33 27 49. Très bien. Alors, à ce soir. Bonne journée. Okay. So I hope that this time I try to enunciate each word clearly so that you can get how the word is pronounced. All right. So let's break this whole thing down. Okay. Now this is just a true or false question, vrai ou faux question. On dit Lucy appelle Patricia, vrai ou faux? I'll ask you when I come to class, okay? Patricia et Lucy sont amis, vrai ou faux? Oui, so read the test when I come to class. Quand je viens en classe, je vais vous poser cette question et j'espère que vous allez me répondre, vous allez me trouver la bonne réponse. I hope that you are going to get me the right responses to these questions. So please, as I'm sharing this content with you, try as much as possible to respond to these questions on your own. OK? So la troisième question numéro 6, c'est Lucy a une réunion à Nantes. Vrai ou faux? OK? Question D, Lucy travaille. Vrai ou faux? OK? Question E, le numéro de Lucy est le 06 54 33 27 47. Vrai ou faux? Bon, c'est à vous de répondre. Question numéro F. Question F. Patrice téléphone à Lucy ce soir. Vrai ou faux? Oui. Donc, cette question est à vous. C'est à vous de répondre. OK? Vous devez répondre à ces questions et vous devez me répondre. Plus tard, vous pouvez faire la pratique chez vous à la maison et j'espère que vous allez trouver les bonnes réponses. OK? Donc, maintenant, touchons un peu le vocabulaire qu'on a découvert pendant la lecture. All right. The first vocabulary that we saw in the text that we just read was bureau. Bureau. So bureau here could be an office or a table, an office table, or an office. Okay, an office that you could enter and work. All right. You could also represent a table, just a table, a working table. All right. All right. Très bien. Et puis demain. Okay. So demain is tomorrow. Okay. Aujourd'hui is today, demain is tomorrow, okay? Et puis matin, ce matin, this morning, demain matin, tomorrow morning, okay? So matin is morning, okay? Et puis numéro, okay? It sounds just like in English, number, numéro, number, numéro 1, number 1, okay? Et puis nous avons parce que, as we said, anytime somebody asks you a question and asks you to explain why, you have to always respond with parce que to explain yourself, okay? So parce que is because, all right? Et puis rappeler, appeler quelqu'un is call somebody, but rappeler is to call back, okay? To call back. Donc, je t'appelle, I'm calling you. Je te rappelle, I'll call you back. Okay. Je t'appelle, I'm calling you. Je te rappelle, I'll call you back. Okay. Soir. The soir is what? The soir is evening. Et puis, evening. Ce soir, this evening. Okay. Ce soir, this evening. Demain soir, tomorrow evening. Okay. Téléphoner. Téléphoner. It also sounds like in English to telephone. All right. So these are some of the vocabulary that are highlighted here, but we can still look at some other vocabularies in the text, like bonjourne. Bonjourne. So bonjourne is more of have a good day. Okay, bonjourne. Okay, and there's something I want to highlight here. When you are given your telephone number in French, you always try to mention the numbers 2 à 2. Okay, so instead of saying 0654 33 2649, the French prefer that you give the numbers in pair. So 06 54 33 27 49. Okay, so you give the numbers 2 à 2. Okay, so that's the French style of giving your telephone number to somebody. Now, when you look up here, you see something like salut. Salut, okay? Salut is hi, okay? So you can say salut or allo, okay? It's not hello, allo is how the French call it, okay? Allo. And you can say salut, okay? Hi, okay? Now, if you want to introduce yourself, you can say je m'appelle Patricia. But in this case, Patricia, Lucy knows Patricia already, all right? So instead of saying je m'appelle Patricia, to introduce himself, he says, c'est Patricia, it is Patricia, okay? Parce que il se connaissent déjà. Patricia knows Lucy already, so he just confirming that it is Patricia that is calling, all right? So that is why he said, ah, okay, Patricia. So which means, okay, Patricia, okay? Quelle surprise, okay? Quelle surprise, what a surprise. What a surprise. Quelle surprise. What a surprise. Okay. Tu vas bien. And then if you want to ask somebody how you are doing, you say tu vas bien. Note that this is in an informal conversation that study Patricia and Lucy know themselves already. So if we take note that they are using the pronoun personnel tu, they are not using the pronoun personnel vous, because they know themselves already and they are using the family, language family study. They are using a familiar language to address themselves. Okay. So if you want to ask your friend how you are doing, you say tu vas bien, tu te portes bien, ça va bien. Okay, and then he will intend to say oui, ça va bien, just like we saw in the first semester. Ça va bien to respond. Okay. Now the verb téléphoner. Okay. Téléphoner, as we said, what we saw in the vocabulary there, is to call, okay? So if I say je te téléphone, okay? Je te there is I'm calling you. The te there is you. So je te téléphone and you give a reason. Parce que, okay, je suis à Nantes. Okay, Nantes is a town in France, one of the big towns in France. So if he say that je suis à Nantes, means that I am at Nantes. Okay, I'll be at Nantes on Monday and Tuesday. Je suis à Nantes lundi, mardi, which means that he's at Nantes and he'll be there on Monday and Tuesday. And then to express your delight of having to meet a dear friend, which probably you have not met in a long time, you, you express yourself like super, you're excited, super, magnifique, magnificent, or great, all right? So super, and then he said, mais excusez-moi, je suis au bureau. So now Lucy is in the office, and when you're in the office, you are expected to be working. You can't be having a jovial conversation when you are supposed to use the time to work. So she excused herself by saying, excusez-moi, je suis au bureau, je te rappelle ce soir. So he says that I am currently in the office, je te rappelle. As I said, I will call you this evening, je te rappelle ce soir. And then to express your agreement, you say, d'accord, okay. Et puis, he asked that my number is, mon numéro est le, then he gave the number as 06 54 33 37 49. And then he said, okay, très bien. Somebody will très bien, c'est noté. If you are writing it down, you can say, très bien, c'est noté. Then he said, alors, à ce soir, okay, see you this evening. Bonjour, have a nice day. All right, so that is the whole test in entirety. And let's look at certain things you need to know here. So the days of the week. We have lundi, which is Monday, mardi, mercredi. Of course, you know the chronological order. So when I say lundi, you know that it's Monday. So lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Now, here the important thing is to know how to pronounce these things, because I know you know the order of chronology, you know where Monday comes. So what you need to know at this point in time is to be able to learn how to pronounce them, okay? So lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche, okay? So those are the days of the week, all right? And now let's look at some numbers, okay? I think that we've in the first semester we looked at 1 to 50, how to say 1 to 50. So now at this point we want to look at 60 to 99. As I said, we are going to look at 60 to 100. All right. So 60 in itself is soixante. Okay, can you say that after me? Soixante. OI is pronounced as wa. OI is always pronounced as wa, like toi. Okay, you, toi, is always pronounced as wa, so soixante. And then 61 is soixante. Okay, so when you're reciting the figures, you start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth. So when you get to 21 or 20 or 21, you say 21. So the core number is 20, so which is 10. And then you start adding 1, 2, 3, 4, jusqu'à 9. So you add until you get to 9. So 29 will be 29. Okay. So in the same way, with a 60, it goes like this: soixante, soixante-un, soixante-deux, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now you get to 9, and then you go to 70. And then 70 is like 60 plus 10, right? And you know 10 is 10, 11 is 11, 12 is 2. So you say it's like 60 plus 10, 60 plus 11, 60. So 70 goes like 60 plus 10. So you know how to say 10, 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, that is from 11 to what? 10 to what? 20. So be able to do or be able to say the numbers from 70 going, you should have mastered how to say the numbers from 10 to 10 to 90. All right. So let's go. 70, which is what? 70. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. Okay. So 75 is what? 75, 76, 76, 77, 77, 78, 78, 79, 79. And then you go to 80. 80 in itself is 80. The 80 is what? 4 20s. Okay, 20 is 20. So 4 20s equals 80. All right. So when you add 20, 20, 24 times, you get 80. So you have 80, which is 80. Then we have 80 to 1, which is 81. Make sure that you put the dash in between. Otherwise, it will not signify a figure. It will signify 3 figures. Okay. So if you, for example, if you say 80 without the dash in between, it will mean that it is 4, 20, and 1. Okay. It will not mean it is 81. So make sure that you put the hyphens in between the 80 mark. Okay. So 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89. Then you come to 90. 90, just like you did for the 70, you do is 420s plus 10. Okay, 420s plus 10. So you say 90, okay, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Now, when you can get 99, that's 99, and then the almighty 100 is what? Cent. Cent. C-E-N-T. C-E-N-T. Cent. All right? That is 100. All right. So let's go on. So as I explained, if you want to say hello, you say hello. And if you want to say hello, you greet the person, bonjour. Okay? Je suis bien. If you want to ask, if you want to verify the number you are calling, you say je suis bien au numéro 06 05 67 48 80, 80, 95 99 32 95 32 to verify the number. Or you can say je suis bien chez monsieur or madame Leclerc. Okay? And c'est bien l'hôtel Concorde, just to verify if your number is right or the person you're talking to is the right person. To also introduce yourself on the phone, you can say c'est Patricia, just like you saw in the test, or Patricia à l'appareil. Patricia à l'appareil. Okay? And then to give the reason why you are calling, you can say je vous téléphone parce que je suis Anna. Okay? Je téléphone parce que, give the reason. Je vous rappelle tout à l'heure. Now, tout à l'heure is I'll call you back in an hour. Okay? À l'heure is hour. Okay? So if say je vous rappelle or je te rappelle tout à l'heure, as I'll call back in an hour. Cet après-midi is this afternoon. So when I say je te rappelle cet après-midi, it means that I'm going to call you this afternoon. Okay? If I say je te rappelle ce soir, it means what? I'm going to call you this evening. And if I tell you je te rappelle demain matin, what does that mean? It means I'm going to call you, matin is morning. So demain is tomorrow. So demain matin is what? Tomorrow morning. All right. And when I say je te rappelle plus tard is late. Plus tard is later. All right. So that's it. So you should know how to know the time or the moment that you want to call the person. All right. So à tout à l'heure, à ce soir, if you want to finish your conversation, you end your conversation. You say, before you end the conversation, see you in an hour's time. You say, à tout à l'heure, okay? See you this evening, you say, à ce soir. See you tomorrow, you say, à demain. See you on Monday, you say, à lundi. Or see you soon, you say, à bientôt. All right, so on this note, I will say, à bientôt. See you soon. And I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I'm going to send this, I'm going to help you develop it further when we meet. And so please continue to watch this video, watch it several times, and make sure that you understand and assimilate whatever we've taught today. I hope that I was able to help you achieve your objectives for the course. And I believe that as we go on, you're going to understand and pick a lot of vocabularies that you can use on your own. Have you too. Bye-bye. Au revoir. All right. So see you soon. I hope that you are going to enjoy our next session. All right. So I hope that if you have any questions on this particular lesson, please do not hesitate to contact me and I'll come right to your aid. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bye-bye.